Hey y'all, coming to you from international headquarters ScottieDTV, but I was up at the Gilmore Car Museum in Michigan, and man, what a cool place. And I shot a ton of video. I made a lot of different features, videos on different areas of the museum and things that they have going on, but as always, I had a ton of clips left over that I really didn't fit anywhere. So that's what I got going on in this video. Just a general walk around, kind of a wrap up to the whole visit at the Gilmore Car Museum. Hope you all enjoy. Let me get the camera turned around. Even if you're not into this era of car, like the Auburn, the Duesenberg, the Cord, that's still gorgeous. I mean, you still have to be able to appreciate the craftsmanship and the work that went into these cars and the individuality of them. You know, a lot of these cars were coach cars. You got a chassis and you took them somewhere and they built the body and finished out the interior and made it into something that would work for you. And the Gilmore Car Museum in Hickory Corners, Michigan not only has some really cool stuff on display, but I just have to keep remarking on how nicely it's displayed. The buildings that are in it, the artwork on the wall, the lighting, it's all just as top-notch as everything. Is that not just a awesome car? That is so cool, black and stainless. You gotta dig that. I mean, that's just gangster. A little pickup truck back there. Just crazy about cars. And I like certain eras over other eras, but again, you got to be able to appreciate the history, and that is some beautiful history, that's for sure. And it's the Gilmore Car Museum. They have a little bit of everything for everybody. And they not only display it in a very aesthetically cool way and an attractive way, but somehow they have a feeling that when you're there, you're not in a museum. You know, you're like in your buddy's collection, or, you know, somewhere you feel at home, somewhere you feel comfortable to look at it and take your time. Just a really neat place. And they have everything. I mean, not just whole cars, but here they have an engine display, and you know, that's very interesting to be able to see these things up close and the technology and what they were dealing with back in the day. And chassis cars, as I was speaking of before, this is what you got, and then you brought them to a company like Auburn or Cord, and they built a body for you. I think this is cool. It's got the tire rack on the back of it, so that must have been an option. And they have a old-timey real diner that works, that you can go in and get really good food at. They got an old Shell station that's not only an exhibit, but it's the restrooms. But yeah, it's just like stepping back in time. I really enjoyed my time there. I hope to go back. I'd recommend, if you're looking for something to do, you've never been there for sure, go check it out. I stayed in Kalamazoo. It was about a 15 or a 20-minute ride through the country, and this place is out in the country. It's like 90 acres in the middle of a cornfield, so it's out in the country, and it's a nice drive. And once you get there, you don't want to leave. It's like the coolest picnic area you ever went to. And then this is a prop from a Walt Disney movie. The Gilmore that started the museum and Walt were friends. And after they got done filming this movie, which was Shrunken Little Kids, I don't remember seeing it, but that's how they did it. They put them in that. That was the car, and then that was the thing they put the kids in to make it look like they'd been shrunk. Walt packed it up and sent it to the Gilmore, and it's on display there. And so it's not just automotive transportation history. In this case, it's, you know, iconic American history and Hollywood production history. And you look at it, it's an exact replica of the actual car that sits over there, just much bigger. And that tells a little bit about the movie and how the car got there. Some information, if you want to pause and read through that, feel free. And I was so glad that I ended up putting this together, because this was one of my favorite clips. The airplane out of the Ford dealership display, and when I put that video together, I couldn't find this clip to save my life. I was sure that I'd shot it, but I couldn't find it. So this should have been in the Ford dealership video, and instead it ended up here in the cleanup kind of video, but neither here nor there. It is very cool to see one of the Ford planes. The whole museum, the whole Gilmore Car Museum is a good time. Educational, a fun way to learn things that you didn't know, things that you didn't know that you wanted to know. You know, and it covers all eras from buggies all the way up to concept cars. You enjoy it if you go there. You'll have a good time, and it'll be something you'll remember for a long time. So there you go, from the Gilmore Car Museum in Hickory Corners, Michigan. Little cleanup video, kind of showing you a little bit of everything. Hope you all have enjoyed it. See ya! Hey y'all, make sure you subscribe to this channel and visit ScottieDTV.com for an easy way to search the hundreds of videos I have posted. Either click the link in the description or the one at the end of this video.